Hello, everybody. It's Saturday and we're ready to rock and roll.
What we have today? Some crystals, some.
Oh my God,
butterflies.
the butterflies. We have a new way to turn it into a clasp, so I think you're gonna really like it. Can you turn that down for me, Jay? Perfect. Sound is working. Our butterflies are ready. Got my little charms. Okay. You can hear the beads scrabbling. Hi, Mona.
Wow, it's
Hi, Jen.
all our YouTube friends are saying hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, YouTubers.
Spring is in the air and they are ready to create. I cannot wait to show you this. I'm super excited. My friend Clarine is here today and I was showing her some beads that I had and I could not get the idea. I couldn't get it to fruition and I was getting a little frustrated. I was like, oh, I can't make this work. So she was like, hey, what about if each one is its own charm? And I was like, what? It's exciting. It's exciting.
You want me to show them what you're doing?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry. There we go.
In the meantime, I am looking at the show. Okay. Hi, Karen. Ugh. So I've been wearing my dragon bracelets every day. I love them. Today we have butterflies. I make that sound because I just don't know how to sell them because they're so individual. Each one looks slightly different from each other. But you know what? When we get to that point, you can tell me what you want to do, okay? Because I think if you were in the store, I want you to have the same experience as if you were there about to pick it. You can see the problem, right? That within the shell, because each shell is so different, they look different. Some are like mostly white, on some with maybe a little bit of yellow on one side. Some have white and yellow on both sides. Some are a lot yellow. I'm like, holy camoles. But girls, people, everyone, today's your lucky day because I have my eyeballs in. And I think when we get to that, I'm going to ask, what do you want? And you can tell me. You want one that is mostly on the browns, mostly like on the darkest colors that I can find. Maybe one side white, one side black. Start thinking about it. So I have a video that I made with showing you how to wrap it and turn it into a charm, and in all the ways. It's 8 minutes. Is it okay if I play it for you all? Taylor, there is a purple dragon out there. My vendor has it. I just didn't grab it yet. I want to grab it before all the tariffs hit and then the price like triples. But if you think a purple dragon is like a happy thing or like very cool and interesting, give me a shout out now or just write purple or write purple dragon. Hi Pam, let me know what you feel about the purple dragon, and if so I will snag it because I saw it like 2 months ago, so as long as it's still available it should be able to run at the same price, which I think was 5 on special, 8 regular for a dragon bead. Pam says play it. All right, sister, we're gonna play it. Play it, Jay. So we got these butterflies in different mother of pearl, like a one that's like a yellowy gold right here. Maybe I'll do one that's more yellowy gold for my sample. And then one that's a rose quartz. And one that is the black lip shell, also known as Tahitian pearl. Man, these are cute. So I'm going to use a yellowy gold one. I'm gonna be doing a live show pretty soon. So when I do the live show, maybe I'll let everyone pick. You know, when they're also different, don't you kind of want to pick the one you like? So here's what I'm going to do. I was at a crossroads earlier. I didn't know what to do with these butterflies. I was like, earrings, pendants, charm bracelets, or, oh my God, I had so many ideas and I could not pick one. So now, my friend Clarine came in and she's like, what if you make them as individual charms? And I was like, okay, on big rings, little rings, what? And we're like going back and forth, no decision. I have 1 hour till the show now. When we started, we had 3. And did not know what to do. Okay, so here are 3 wire wraps. I'm going to attach each one to a spring ring clasp. And then I'm going to see about attaching each one to a bracelet and see how cute that is. Now, if you don't know how to basic wire wrap, you can learn it one of 2 ways from us. We have a free video on YouTube, and it's a good basic. I mean, like, you can learn how to do it totally from that video. We've had that video out for a very long time. We also have an online course version where we do a live Zoom, and we have a series, I think, of 31 videos to teach you, and we try to cover every single situation. We talk about wire gauge, we talk about half hard and soft. We try to prepare you for any event of what could happen when you're wire wrapping. How to do a head pin versus a link style. So that's our wire wrap course, and then that you can buy by itself, or we usually make it free if you buy the kit that goes with that session. Okay, so now I have 3 of these. Let's see how it looks in different ways. What if I want to hook it on in between 2 beads? Oh, that's cute. What if I want to hook it on like in multiple areas? So I think what's going to happen is it will get tight after a while. I don't know. Let's see. It's very random too. Oh my gosh, that's cute. This is a shell bracelet. We do have these if you're interested. And there's my charms. Ding ding. Okay. Now let's see how it looks on. I wonder if you can, what if you do it as a necklace? Let me try that. Well, then here's a ring at the end of my wire wrap bracelet. Oh, that's cute. So then you have a little cluster. I like it. Just make sure you're using a spring ring clasp that fits, you know, that opening right here. It has to fit on whatever it is that you're going to hook it to. a large. So that was a smaller Hishi style. Let's put it on with a 10 millimeter round. Okay. Oh, that's cute. I am loving this. Now, 1 second while I put it on a necklace. Grab a chain and see how that works. Oh, well, that chain works. Okay. I am now a big fan of these. I will have to go and tell Clarine, thank you for helping me with this wonderful idea. If you need any of the supplies that I'm using because you like the way that everything fits together, like these just slide right off this chain. Wait, one more idea. Let me take this one. What if you want to wear a cluster and you have all your gems on them? Can you just string right through? Again, this is not going to work on everything, so don't be upset with me if you're like, oh my god, it didn't fit my chain, but it does fit this particular chain for this example. Oh my god, that's cute. Butterfly, star, and flower. All right. That was exciting. Have a wonderful day.
You're on.
Okay. Oh, hi everybody. Today's show is super fun. Super duper fun. Let me stand up in front because then I can show you my earrings. So we're going to show you butterflies and crystals.
Lots of them, I guess.
I have the crystal earrings on. I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to show them my crystal earrings.
Come on, you can do it. I'm trying.
Oh, we don't have the other camera set up. We're going to go straight to the butterflies. So I'll come back and I'll show you the earrings after, okay? But for the butterflies, we do have the 3 colors. And while we're live today, I am going to do my quick offer in case you want to. Let me know what... Oh. Let me know what color shade you like.
It's on there. It's just taking time to get on.
Okay. So we got the pink, a yellow, white, and a black. Now, if you're not familiar with what... Oh my goodness, here's my face. Thank you, Jason.
I'll take it off again.
Oh my goodness, I feel crazy.
I'll fix it.
If you're not familiar with how these beads come to be, I can show you the actual shell that it's carved from. So this is the oyster that the pearl is in, and the oyster has all of the nacre and all the color on the inside on this part, and that is what they're carving all of the beads, and that's why it's not all one color. So it was a little bit of a, oh, how should we do this? But again, today, if you wanted me to pick out the one you like, we can. Jason, can you show the, I'm going to just jump right in so that we can get moving. We don't have that much time today to show you as many things as we have. Let's do the black lip shell because Karen loves that one. So the black lip shell set is this. We're so lucky we have so many beads. Oh, do you think you can?
Mm-hmm. I have to take one out. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm moving a little slow today. I'm trying. Come on.
I know, I'm like, what's happening? So we have these three. We have a butterfly, we have a star, and we have a flower. So in the set, you can buy whatever you want. We have the butterflies, they're $4.50. They're two-sided butterflies. The shell flowers are also two-sided, one light, one dark. And then we have the mother of pearl the flower.
Okay.
Sometimes they have one light, one dark. I'll show you. And then we have the star. So for the mother of pearl, these are black lip shells. This is the same shell that the Tahitian pearl comes from. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the mother of the pearl that you get to meet today. Dun, dun. So if you want something today, you can tell me in the comments that, oh, if you don't really care, I'll pick it for you. But if you have a definite preference, like, oh, I want my black lip shell to have two dark sides, or one light side, one dark side, I will do my best. I can't guarantee, because it's not like all of them are exactly different. But I mean, I can pull one. I might not be able to pull two. Hi, Janine. That has a light side and a dark side, right? Look at that. This has a light side and a black and white side. This has a completely white side and a dark brown side. So these shells, they're so amazing. The spring ring clasps are here. You can buy one, or you can buy it in a bag of 5. If you only need one, by all means, just get one on the website. Because they have variants, a variant is where we sell it in different quantities. Make sure if you put something with a variant in today that you select it. If you don't select your variant, it's game over. The computer stops talking. Well, your computer, your messenger will stop talking to our website, and it will just pretend like that they don't know each other. So you must pick your variant before you continue. And I always tell our customers, if you don't know what you're doing, just stick it in your cart, because you can delete it. You can always delete it. Don't worry, you're not going to be stuck with it. So just go through the process and delete it if you feel like you're not too sure. But better to put something in there and then delete it than to not put something in and not make a choice. No choices equals no communication. The head pins that I used are this. It's a sterling silver 1.5 inch, 24 gauge. This head pin fit in everything in this part of the show. So when I show you the pink sets, the 24 gauge 1.5 inch head pin worked in all of these. When I show you the yellowy white cream sets, the same head pin worked in all. So I wanted to make sure that you have an easy time when it's your chance to make something, and the head pin worked in here. The head pin is right here. It is the sold S76. And when you choose that, you're going to have choices of silver or gold fill or rose gold fill. So you can pick any. Now, I'm going to just jump in really quick and tell you, if you don't know the difference between gold fill, gold plate, 14 karat gold, and gold color, would you please make a comment? Because I was looking at something today on Amazon where they were selling 14 karat bracelets for $3. There's a Chinese vendor selling a 14 karat bracelet for $3. And of course, people were buying it, and then their comments were just all over the place. But what I want to make sure is that you feel educated, you feel like you understand, so you will never get gypped. You will not be that person, that consumer that gets taken advantage of. So if you don't know the difference between the golds, let me know so I can make a video and reiterate the importance of knowing it so you don't get duped and your wrist doesn't turn green. And people were posting pictures of their wrists going, this gold turned my wrist green. I'm like, ooh, dude, that's not gold. Okay, so that is my little PSA about gold. Let me know.
Right.
Okay, so for the butterfly, this one is, I'm going to have Jason put my list up, and then I'll move to the next color. So this is P1361 right here. P1361, and you'll pick the black butterfly. We'll use the same number when I show you the pink rose quartz and the yellow cream. Okay, so this is the black mother of pearl butterfly. Comment if you... Oh my goodness, I forgot to put a coin also. Jason will measure it while I put a coin in here. So the wingspan is about a dime.
About
14 millimeters.
14 to 15 millimeters.
14 to 15 millimeters. About the tip of my finger now. Now, if you see an ugly one here, don't worry, you won't get it. I will cull through them and take out the ones that were not hand carved well. I found a few here and there, so I tried to remove them. Don't worry, those aren't the ones you will get. So the mother of pearl butterfly P1361, add it to your cart. This is not going on the website, so this is your chance if you like them. Then we have the shell flower right here. This one is P2671.
Very cute.
Super cute. P2671 is 10 millimeters. So you can see next to the butterfly. It's so cute, right? Do you guys like the idea of putting it in and clipping it on your stretchy cord, on your pendants? Just makes it so easy. And we did this for transformation. It's spring. This is our spring set. So you can shine like a star, feel transformative like a butterfly. You know how you emerges from the caterpillar and then you turn into something beautiful that can fly away. And then you have the flowers for just beauty and the transition and just the ever-changing of growth. Just so happens that sometimes the trees have flowers that bloom and not all trees do. So I do think that that was what makes it so special. If everything had something beautiful on it, how would we even be able to appreciate, right? So that is our little trio of appreciation right there.
All right.
Okay, so next color up is, let's do the pink ones because that's super cute. So we have the rose quartz, butterfly, P1361. Then these are the conch shell hearts, P3290. These three colors together were so cute. So one is a rose quartz pink, one is a conch shell that's a light babyish pink, and this one is a pink and peach. So the combination, I didn't finish it yet, but I will. So I'm going to be wrapping that onto these clasps, just like you saw in the video. So the heart is 3290. The size is 8 millimeters. Really cute. And then the stars. These are all hand carved, so they're slightly different, but these are well done, can I just say. They are like master done. We've been buying from this company for like 20 years, and their carvings are clean. Their shells are so nice. This is gem 3288, gem 3288, and it is pink.
I love it.
Does it look white? It looks a little white in the video, but I just have to tell you, I promise that they are pink. It's probably just because it's so bright.
Yeah, you want to put on gray?
I think the lighting is bright. You think the exposure, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, Amy's still having problems. You know, it could be.
You might have to update your app. You might have to restart your handheld. You might have to restart your computer. I
don't know if Amy can even hear us. So, Amy, I'm so sorry. Amy has been having problems in our last 5 shows. So we're wondering if it's her phone. But next time she comes to the store, let's take her phone and try and help her. I'll make a note of that. Okay. Then the last one here. So we have stars, hearts, and butterflies for that trio. And then the cream colored set. So it looks white. Okay, it's definitely pink. I'll see if I can...
I can reduce the
exposure?
aperture, yeah.
Okay.
Is that, that's for that one? Okay.
Yeah, this is the pink one. I'll hold it in my hand and we'll have Jason fix it so you can see how cute it is, because it really is. I wonder if I should take a picture with my phone.
It's a light pink. It's really pink, but you know.
I think that's going to be one of the ones that's going to be hard to show. So we'll just move on. But just know that we are showing you a pink shell. Jason's going to try again.
Nope. Not even on blue.
Oh.
Where's your tray?
My tray?
Or the box for this one?
I think you put it right there. That it? Okay, let's do the cream and then we'll move to the crystals. So the cream colors, they are, that looks nice. It's a yellowy cream. Some of them are super cream. And then I have the flowers. So this one is P1361. The shell flower is next. Is P2672, 10 millimeters. So this is such a cute set. They all were. Is it $3 each star? For this one, yes. This one and then this black and white one is $2. And the reason why is if you look at how much shell is involved, you can see that the white one's a lot thicker. Okay, for the cream ones, here it is. This is the star. It's a puffy star. Oh my gosh, I love it. And it's slightly domed on the top. Oh, I think we're having a, what do you call it, Jason?
Lag.
A lag.
But nothing we really can do.
Yeah. So I'm going to just kind of hold it here if you can tell me if you can see the change, okay? So the shell flower and this is the star. All right, let's move on. Because now this is not fun with the bad lighting and the lag. I'm going to find something else that we can show. What would you like to show next?
We can do the crystals.
Crystals, okay.
We have this whole
So
tray.
the earrings that I have on today,
Mhm.
want to show the crystals?
The one that you have here. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Jamie, did you get to show your earrings off?
I did. I think they saw it.
Okay. So, we're going to go back to the main welcome screen. Click that just once. It takes a bit of a minute, about 10 seconds for it to change. Don't worry. There you go. I'm going to change.
The lighting?
The lighting should be, it's pretty nice. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not too bad. Let's see if this is better. So, you guys, this is some of our crystals that we have available. We have it as Crystal AB. We have it as Champagne, Crystal Champagne, and then we also even have a Rose Champagne. Some of these finishes you will not find anywhere unless you go to a vintage shop that sells vintage Swarovski, especially the champagne stuff. You probably can find the Crystal AB. I'll be really transparent about that. This is probably the easiest one to find. But finding champagne finishes is going to be an issue. Once we run out of these, there are no more. Zero. This is an aftermarket finish from one of our very old vendors that can't sell them anymore. Okay, so we have the Crystal AB, we have the champagne. The champagne crystal has a slight yellowish tinge to it, gives it a different offset. This is the Rose Champagne. This is Z. If you want to pick it up right away, it's that one right there, Z1033. It's Z1033. And if you look at our description for it, there you go. If you guys want to pick this up, remember that once you choose it, go in and choose what it is, okay? Go in and choose what it is, meaning don't dilly-dally. I hate saying that word, but don't dilly-dally. And don't... Okay, hopefully that'll work. Don't wait on it, okay? Because like Jamie said, it might not make you go any further in the show. All right, so choose your beads. 3 different crystals. These are 15 by I know they're 15 by something.
7.5.
15 by 7.5. 15 millimeters is the length. Width-wise, it's almost 8 millimeters. It is a very cool crystal. We attached it with a bail. These are some pinch bails that we have left over from one of our American companies that no longer produces it. Okay.
What's the bail number?
The bail number is M1471 and M455. Okay, this is silver and gold, but what you see here is M1471. It is sterling silver, made in the U.S. It's good material, has a really, really small, thin wire to connect your pieces.
I put the video on YouTube too.
Jamie put the video on YouTube. It's a really tiny hole, just shy of 24 gauge. It's probably 23 gauge or so. It's really small. It can't do the briolets like the gemstone briolets, but it can do a lot of these crystal briolets that you see out in the market right now. Has a long rectangular piece like that. I like it. I like it. Okay, has a little loop. You can cut the loop off if you don't like it. Okay, that is the pinch bail, M1471. Pick it up if you can. Comments? Any comments out there? No, but you guys are picking up the crystals. Good, 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 good. Pick up the crystals while we have them.
Gold fill pinch bail real quick.
Okay.
Find the number. Give me a second.
The gold filled pinch bail is M455 if you want any of those. M455 is the gold filled version of it. This I am trying to, both items I am trying to source from one of our U.S. Manufacturers to see if they can make it again. I'm having no luck right now, so we'll see. All right, what I have is what I have. Okay, let's see. The ear wires. Okay, Jamie built these ear wires, these beautiful ear wires right there, using what we call a long stem blank. Okay, the long stem blank right there is S6-61. S6-61. Okay, you're going to have to trust me on that one. S661. All right. They're $5 a pair.
Sterling silver.
Sterling silver. Okay. Very, very cool. We like it a lot.
And if they do buy a bail, please watch the video, because I think how we assemble and pinch it is really good information. Jason had me practice before I did the video.
You're funny. Just remember round nose pliers to turn the loop. It's good to go.
Oh, for that ear
Yeah,
wire.
S661. Yep.
Oh, I show how to use the ear wire too in the video.
Mm-hmm. So just remember, have fun with that project. Also, we have some, you can use any ball or crystal to lock it into place. And the chains that Jamie used, the chains that she used, if you like this chain right here, this is our figure 8, and our figure 8 is CH111. That's CH111. Sell it by the inch, so you don't have to buy a whole foot if you don't like to. CH111 is $1.75 an inch. This project used 4 inches, if I'm not mistaken.
3.
Did you use 3? 1.5 inches each?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Order it in by the inch. Need 3 inches to complete this project. Beautiful figure 8 chain. That's your sterling silver figure 8 chain. The one next to it, the one with the beautiful rose champagne, is the bar and link. The bar and link is chain 129 at $2 an inch. CH 129 at $2 an inch. All right. lovely chain. Sterling silver. Very popular chain. You can do this project here if you're not going to use it for this project. And if you want to add a little bit more color into your earring, you can cut that middle link right there. That middle link right over here. And then add a similar crystal or a contrasting crystal in the middle of it to give it a little bit more contrast.
You think you can tell them about the difference between cutting the bar or the link for that chain?
Yep. So if you look at your chain is a connector of sorts, of course. And if you look at this portion right here, that is the link part, the round link part. The bar part is also a link, which has two connectors on each side. If you cut the link here, what you're left with is open areas right there, left there and there. You can wire wrap a component in between these two. You see that little hole right there? That's a connector. So very versatile chain. You can do this for, if Janine's here, the bar, you know, you can do like a skeleton link bar component project. That's really fun to do.
Or depending on your head, on your wire, on your jump ring. If you can let them know that if they have a small jump ring, they can hook into the bar. But if they have a big jump ring, they have to hook into the chain.
Got it. So link, I hate cutting the bar because I really hate cutting the bar because it's the most, it carries the most length of the project. I usually, as practice, I cut just the ring and then I connect onto the ring. There's just a lot of work. All right. Next to that, on the champagne earring, the crystal champagne earring, is a very unusual, fun, thin chain. It's chain 329. That's CH329. CH329.
Hold on.
Give it a second. There you go. You have two Facebook pages. Can you close the one behind?
Yeah. I was just trying. Okay, you're on 329.
Okay, change 329. We call it our Cheerio chain. Cheerio. Okay, has a little disc. This very similar to the bar and link. Round link to connect it, but on the Cheerio itself, there's a loop on each side. Okay. So a link on each side, which you can connect and use this one. This is chain CH329. Pick it up. $2 an inch. Again, Jamie probably used 1.5 inches again.
I think I use anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches.
Okay. Okay. So it's either 2 inches or 3 inches per component, right? Per earring?
Total. Yes.
Per total.
Yeah.
Okay. We did add another chain if you want something more traditional. This is one of our traditional first chains. This is...
Oh, the Figaro?
Yeah. So the Figaro is a... basically, it's a long and short. You have a long loop right here. And 3 connectors. They do make Figaros with 5 here. But we like the traditional 3. 1, 3, 1 link. You can connect on any of these. I like them all. You can cut the big one if you like, and then connect on the 2 smaller ones. You can cut the middle of the 3 and connect on the 2 little guys. Again, it's up to you. This is $1 an inch. This is sterling silver. Okay. Hey, Kim K. Welcome to the show. Everybody who's just joining us now, we're doing crystals and butterflies today. If you want to do a simple join, just pick up our S2-1s, which are our favorite 20 gauge jump rings. S2-1. And remember, if you've never tried this one before, please try it now. This is S6-61. This is make your own earrings, the long stem blank. Okay. All right. And now we have more. Anything else you want to talk about in this one? Oh, do you want to talk about the super limited edition ones?
No, I just was going to show them though on some of these earrings. Instead of using a jump ring, we made a figure 8 component. And that is because when you are attaching the chain to the bail, a single jump ring made it so that you would see this part of the bail. And you really want to see this part of the bail. So I made a little figure 8 so that it has 2 angles on it, right? It's perpendicular to each other. You can see that. And that solved the problem so that when you wear the earring, the bail faces forward.
Got it.
So just take a note when you make your earring, if you end up with your bail looking sideways, you can either put 2 jump rings or you can make a figure 8 component. I felt like the figure 8 component was a little bit cuter. It looked less jump ringy, you know?
Right.
And I did the demo on YouTube, so you can go ahead and make that. We
Awesome.
move this.
Now, since we're talking about crystals, let's talk about
these.
vintage crystals.
Because we don't have many. We've had these for years. Oh my God. We have not changed the price in years. So Jason and I were like, let's show it one time.
Yep.
This is Z474.
Z474 is Swarovski crystal.
Let me clean up the area and we can show that.
These are quite interesting.
They're so pretty.
Yeah. So, vintage crystal. You can see it really good on the black for this white one. No two are the same. Okay. In that very German tradition of glass bead making, we have these, and take a look-see. When you do order these are $12 each. Okay, these are $12 each, and they come as air. This is air. The brown one, the one that looks like citrine, is earth. And the one that looks like fire opal is fire. Okay? So this is Z474. Has a little hole on the top. Okay? Fun, fun, fun Swarovski crystals. Love them. And they're 12 by 24. Meaning that they're about the length of a quarter. Okay. And
They're
about
super
half an inch.
special. They have not been made in many, many, many years.
Okay,
So we
so
didn't buy them as vintage. We bought them as new.
New.
We just had them so long that they are now vintage.
Yep, that is very true.
Okay, what do we have?
We have natural crystal coming up now. So we have some natural crystal
for April.
for April. So these are some April stones that we did. Let me zoom this back out. Okay, so this is natural crystal.
Take that. And after that, we have just a few more butterflies to celebrate spring, and that's our show.
And then one last demo on a new ear threader that we have in the shop. You guys had asked about that, so we're going to bring that in. So what you see here, these are natural crystals from Brazil.
What's the number?
The number is a P2085. P2085. And this particular one, you can purchase by the piece, or you can get them by the package. We like them. 5 pieces, $12.50. You can get this graduated look.
We gotta tell them the length of each one.
Yep, they're about an inch.
Mm-hmm.
They're about an inch long, about a quarter's length down.
not very big. I can hold it. Oh, you can hold it up to your neck and we can show them.
Okay. And then we have these 4mm gold-plated daisies in between, which is M892, M892. Then to finish it off, what are those right in between? That is the, let's see, that is, hold on one second. Quartz crystal rondelles. This is gem 2438.
We have 2 new ones today.
Yeah, we have 2 new quartz crystals for the month of April. Gem 2438. These are 4mm rondelles. They are great on the skin.
They're smooth. They're smooth rondelles, no faceting. We had a customer who came in. She's like, I only want something smooth rondelles. Do you have anything that's just a perfect spacer to put in between? And it's funny because I was like, no, everything I have is faceted. So we got these a couple years ago because of such a specific request. I was so happy when we found them.
Large holes,
Yeah.
good for 22 gauge, easy to work with. The necklace looks like so. Should I put it on for real quick?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, but can you show them one more in case they like this one better?
Okay. So,
That's the more natural, rustic one, the first one.
so same drops.
What number is that one?
Oh, these are the thicker drops. This is P588. And these guys are a little bit thicker, but you can still use the same ones. It's up to you how you want to use them.
And they're more polished, too.
They're more polished, a little bit harder on the edge.
Yeah, and more clear.
And if you are in our Bead Ohana, you may have seen these ones already, those purple stones. Those are our 6mm amethyst flat squares. That's P2340. P2340 right there. P2340. So these are the fun ones. These are $5 for a 10-piece bag. I love that touch of color that they used on here. And then finally on the edge, or on the stringing portion, is gem 2437. I call it diagonally drilled dice.
Those are so cute. I love those. I've been saving them for about a year to bust it out this month for April babies.
Yeah, so these are 3x3. They're on the smaller side. They're very, very cute. They have a nice edge to it, again, but they are small. They're, smooth. There's no faceting in the faceted sense. And natural sparkle. Look at that. Love that. That's gem 2437. Get it while we have it. And the way we spaced out these ones, if you guys don't have silver spacers, if you look in between here, we use a nice off-size called our 2.5mm rounds. Not as big as the 3, but not as small as the 2. That's M30. Sold M30. It's our in-between size because we wanted something a little bit different. Not a lot of people carry this 2.5mm.
That's been like one of our most popular
is.
sizes for like going on like 20-something years.
Yeah, so it's not as big as a 3, but not as small as a 2.
It's like perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't get lost. If you want to show the spacer, see how it doesn't drop in between the two? It actually sticks out just a little bit.
It's good for bead holes that you want to put something in the bead hole and to stop your thread from swimming around or to stop the head pin from shaking left and right. The 2.5 is like perfect.
Yep, so that is our 2.5mm sterling silver ball. When you go in there, please choose sterling silver for 10, or for 4, and gold filled for 10. You got to choose, okay? especially if you go in and pick this one.
I'll just show this one last time because I really like those crystal quartz.
Okay, that's the crystal quartz dice. They look just like this.
Oh, can you talk about the soft flex that's in there?
Yep.
It's a soft touch, actually.
So we're using Soft Touch 019. I believe it's 019 that they're using.
Let me touch it real quick.
You can feel it. Yep, that's 019. That's the thicker one.
Yeah.
So we maximize the size hole just to make sure that we can use an 019 because some people don't have all three or all four sizes.
Mm-hmm. This one is 014.
This particular one here is 014 on the diagonal on the cube, and on the rondelle we use 019 because the holes are bigger on that smooth rondelle. Okay, the smooth rondelle uses 019 Pam for that. Yay. Good one.
So we did this at the ends also because we weren't sure what we wanted to do. Let me hide this. If you wouldn't mind putting, I'm going to put this together real quick so that they can see while you get your demo ready. So something you can do when you just have a section, you're like, okay, what can I make? You're not committed yet. And you can just jump bring a chain on there if you have some string at home. This is just temporary, okay? This is not like a real finish, but I'm just going to do it so you can see. I like it when you use like a 1 millimeter cording at the end. And you just tie a little knot. Try to tie it so it looks even to the eye. You're not carelessly. I'm just doing this for video's sake. Then I'm going to hold it up to my neck so you can see what it would look like. I'll have Jason change the camera super quick.
Which one? You want the...
Yep, so I can just show them how the crystals look.
Got it.
So here's the crystal. Oh, I have so much jewelry on. I'm sorry. And then you could even tie it if you wanted to, higher up, or the two leathers would just be on side to side. My God, I look like I have so much jewelry on, which I do. Tippy toe, so you can see where that would land. I'm going to just put it there. Oh, and this is the size of the crystal. This is the smaller, shinier one with the purple on the side. And the other one...
Rondelles. This is the rondelles.
is with the gold rondelles. And this one's larger. Like that. That's so cool. I was telling Connie that I want to wear both of them. But I think I would wear it a little higher up. The camera is reversed, so I have to remember to pull the other side. There, like that. I do like the spiky look. Okay. So I'm probably going to put chain on it versus... Although I could put leather since I already started now with that. I think that looks... I actually like that look of the leather finishing it.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you don't want to use all of the crystals, you can just do a smaller portion, maybe like 3 inches to 4 inches in the front, and then have the leather start a little closer so that it's in the front of your clothes. These are cool. I do like the choker. I always do. Because I do like layering things so you can get more, as you can see, on your outfit. We do have one more thing to show you. And then if you have any questions, let us know. I have some pop-ups that I'm going to be doing this week. Some other things. So okay, let me show you the butterflies. They're fluorite and some bone butterflies. So these do not have a hole. This is P2418. P2418, these are $98. They're hand-carved fluorites. We picked these out a few years back. I might drill them because I think they're so pretty. I would love to wear it like with a hole here and here, and because Jason is a driller, woohoo, he can do that. So you want to show it one more time in case you like it, just as like a table topper or something you want to enjoy. These are hand carved fluorites, and I got like a few of each. This is purple and yellow, and you can see the stripe, the banding through it. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. I'm going to hold it slightly. This butterfly flies into your heart. Message us. I can always take a little photo for you outside so you can see how nice they are. And they're not tiny. I just need to let you know. They are wing to wing 2 inches. And then top to bottom 1 inch. And then the last one. So feast your eyes on these babies so you can feel that energy and the beautiful fluorite colors. Okay, that was P2418. And then last but not least are these hand carved, yes, still hand carved bone butterflies. This is P3165. P3165. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Jason, can you check for me on that one? If that's the right number. We're gonna make sure. But these are the ones that we got that were with the Asian themed projects we are doing. So if you want to do something with trade beads, coral, onyx, turquoise, it's always nice to have opaque, right? So these are opaque butterflies, and you can tell that they are hand carved. I like that they're all sort of kooky.
That's the one. It's
Okay.
3347.
P3347. And we don't have many of these. We don't have many of anything. I was writing up a new blog post and an about us for the website. Kind of like laughing because I was like, if somebody asked us for advice on starting their own bead store, I would probably say, I have so much advice. My first advice would be not to get the diversity that we have over 30 years and have only 5 pieces or 10 pieces and then build a website. I think our model is perfect if you have, if people want to come in. You know, it's like definitely a pre-COVID kind of feel, but I don't know, there's something so nice about being able to share the way we shop and the way we care about everything that we show in a live way. So everything we have is limited. Limited. If you have any questions about anything we showed today, I'm going to watch the comments. And if not, Jason has a few minutes, and so he's going to put together a little butterfly earring if you want to hang out and see him do it. We need a new sample for the store that uses our wonderful, what do you call that? That chain style threader earring. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. We carried threader earrings for years, and we've had like seriously a big handful of years where they were not popular. Just like when gold fill was not popular, and now it's back. So I was like, oh, maybe we need a butterfly earring, but I think we need a baby pearl. What do you think? A teeny tiny pearl would be cute.
We have some out front.
I have some in my bag.
There's some in a drawer that I can get, and it's on the whip.
Oh, so then we have like something like that, a little bit more chunky, and then I have pearls that are like tiny and round. What could we put? I always like something at the bottom. So I have some Sleeping Beauty turquoise. That is so amazing. So this is my Sleeping Beauty turquoise briolettes. This is my personal stash. I've been wanting to make something with it. Look, isn't that gorgeous? So that is true Sleeping Beauty. Look. This is something I may have to share, huh? Because look how beautiful. I love opaque and opaque. So when you're designing and you're like, I'm not sure what to put with my opaque stones, sometimes use other opaque items and it does work together. Of course you can mix transparent, but if you're looking for some basics of like, oh, what looks nice together? Haha, isn't that beautiful?
Yep.
Okay, so here's a tiny pearl. So I was like, what if we put tiny pearls at the bottom? So you have a little piece of chain, and you could do a little cluster. Oh, that's cute too. So you can have a chain and have them hanging on the left side and right side of the chain. Or you could just have one to join the bead. Oh, that's cute too. You know, when you have that onesie. I have tip drill pearls, so we could wrap that at the bottom. Oh, so many options, right? If you want to see us do something, let us know. Happy to. Oh, I'm happy to share. If you guys want me to break this, go ahead and let me know.
Mesh to the just.
If you are a Sleeping Beauty fan, you know that those will not be $1 a piece. So if you are interested, give me a heads up. It would be quite awesome. One other thing we can do, check this out. These are head pins. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys these. These are head pins that have a loop at the bottom. So if we want to wrap that, right? And maybe do a little, God, these are cute. Let's see. Put a little, nope, I don't know if I like it stuck together or if I like it separate. I think I like it separate. And then have this, and then we can hang something from here. Isn't this head pin nice? I love that it already has a loop attached to the bottom. It looks so luxe, you know? I mean, there's a wire wrapping it, but that looks very luxurious. All right, Jason, what do you think? We put a pearl,
Sure.
wrap it here, and then we wrap the butterfly underneath it, and then we find something to hang from that piece. I think a gold bead. Oh, I think a gemstone. I do believe a gemstone would be beautiful. A teeny tiny one. You want to try using my new head pin, or you want to just wrap it with wire?
You can do that, and then you can use the head pin that's next to it to wrap whatever you want to underneath it too.
Okay.
You're gonna have to, if you're gonna join chain, you're gonna have to either jump ring it with the S2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of up to you how you want to deliver
Mm-hmm.
the goods.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Any ideas, my friends out there? Do you want to see this earring happen with a pearl? This earring happen with a wire wrap? And would you like to see something at the bottom? I leave it up to you. Hi, Caspian, my little friend. Well, let's see if we can make the best out of this head pin. You know, I don't like to waste a thing. Should I just do it real quick? Or you want to wrap it?
No,
And then I'll go look for something to hang from the bottom?
You can do either or. You know what I can do is, I can wrap it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can find something to put at the bottom.
Okay, guys. So, let me see what I can do over here. One issue with the thicker head pins is they're really hard to get into these small seed pearls. I love seed pearls. Whenever I see it from one of my friends who makes these, I love to do, you know, that's a nice little component right there. See, half of it doesn't fit, so you just got to make sure that you cull through the beads and you see what fits through the head pin. And Jamie will look through this and decide. I'm going to use, I love these little seed pearls because look how that little touch.
That's cute.
So with this little touch, it adds a little bit of space between the mother of pearl and the head pin. So that cup that's underneath here doesn't fight the edge of that. And then you can put this together and create a little bit more separation between the two, giving it a little bit of a better. Yes, I like that look there.
What about a little keshi pearl? A little yellow keshi pearl
Sure.
hanging from the bottom. Ooh, that's cute.
So there you go. This is a one design look that Jamie can do. You're gonna need some 26 gauge wire too.
Okay, I'll go find some.
Nope, there's some right behind you. So the 26 gauge, guys, you should always have some
On hand.
on hand all the time. Like in our video room, there it is, ready to go. So
Did you like the idea of like the pearl touching both sides of it, or do you like a little drop so that it's like floating also? Oh, that would be cute. Hold on, let me find my cream mother pearl heart.
got those over there.
Karen, stop teasing me. I don't think I have one in this show right by me.
Well, maybe the cream meaning the pinky one.
Maybe I have to put a star. Oh, that's too big. I have tiny stars though. Karen, you should come to the store and play.
I bet you guys will have a good time.
And maybe this yellow is too yellow. It's very lemon yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Let's try this. Let's try this. I have a buttery, soft yellow pearl. I think a rice shape would be better. You know, something that's long, something that's not so wide. Hold on.
Chicken there. But I'm going to stick with my little seed pearl in there.
You know, the design part of anything is always the hardest.
Mhm.
How about a yellow opal? That's cute. And look at the flash. So I could hang that. Oh, what if I do a cluster of 3 opals at the bottom? I love it. Do you like that, Jay? 3 little opals at the bottom.
Oh, that'll be cute.
Yeah.
You can do a stack.
A stack or just a little cluster.
Yeah.
Ew. Pink conch heart. Okay, let me try that. So the design aspect, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. The
Yeah.
design aspect of making something is always the hardest. Oh my God, that's cute, Taylor. Should I do a little cluster
back and
of
forthing.
pink opal at the bottom? Is that too much? Let's have a little vote. We can put this and then the pink heart and then a cluster of opals at the bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna go check the front.
Okay.
Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of the show with Jamie. I'll see you guys
Later.
maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
Okay, I'm going to try my best to make something. Heart, butterfly, and cluster. That's cute too. Butterfly, heart, cluster. I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's try. Well, if you have a few minutes to hang out with me, I will bring this to reality and let's see. This is like the best part, right? I'm sorry. I really like the idea of the tiny pearl being separate at the top. I don't know why. Do you guys ever just follow your gut and then make something and then it's like, oh, that turned out so nice? You don't know why you wanted to do it that way. You just did. And then it worked. Well, I have a few minutes because the store's opening. I hear people coming, so I'm going to just make this earring so I can feel creative. You know, I find that I sleep better when I'm being creative. Much, much better. All right, don't forget, whenever I'm going to use the same wire that was the head pin. If you guys want to get some of these head pins, I can make sure that it is in the show, this one right here, with the loop at the bottom, or you can just web chat us and then I can go and find them for you. But okay, so I'm going to make a tiny loop. I'm going to pinch it really hard. So what that pinching does is it hardens the wire. I'm going to do the other side. So I'm just going to do a simple eye pin. No waste, right? Let's use everything we have around us. Okay, turn the loop on the other side. Take my chain nose plier and pinch back. Hi, Amy. Okay, pinch it hard. This one I want to make a little bit smaller, so I just trimmed, and I will re-roll it. Did you guys hear that we are going to be leaving our current Ohana place that we have parked on the Mighty network, and we decided to put it on the website. A couple of reasons. I mean, I think the biggest one is people were still having a hard time finding where we were, and I think just being on the website will be easier. Pauline tested and she's like, oh, it's so much easier just finding everything just on the website. And I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm gonna attach my threader to that little eye pin that I made. So now we have bead, and then we have butterfly, I'm going to pinch it down so the wire is really tight in there, and then the butterfly will not spin. Now I'm going to wrap the heart underneath it. I will use 24 gauge wire to do that. I never use the same gauge wire for every movement. I change the wire depending on the bead size. So if you have a bead with a larger hole, just because I'm using 26, I do not just use 26. I also memorize places on my round nose plier and what that size loop is equivalent to, because I'd never want my loop to be so big that you stop looking at the main focus, which is the bead, right? Do y'all do that too? I'm sure we all have very similar habits when it comes to beading, in that, you know, we don't want to waste. We want to make sure that the good stuff works. The Ohana website, it started, Karen. So on Thursday, Shelby came to work, intern Shelby, and I had her make a video so that we could teach you how to do it, but it's not hard at all. Do you want to see how to do it? Hold on. Side note, everybody take a quick pause. I'm going to find the website. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, here's the website. If you're on your phone, you're going to use the hamburger on the side. If you're on your laptop, it will be here. On your laptop and your iPad, it looks like a little head and shoulders over here. But on your phone, it's like that little hamburger. Go down to the login. See the head and shoulders? Hit login. Now, if this is your first time logging in, you're not going to see what you see on mine. Mine has stuff because I logged in. If you have to log in, put in your email, okay? Then go to My Communities. Why? Because we are your community. Go down to the Bead Gallery Ohana and click on it. And you'll see Debbie Tebow's face there. We use that picture. And it's going to have, we already started posting things here. If you are in the premium membership, hold on, let me come down. Look, okay. If you're in the premium membership, when you go into the premium membership, then it's going to have different things like our sales, specials, like different pricings on things that we might put out, information on our pay, hold, and ship, just different things. So depending on like which club you're in, you'll see something different and you have access to both. But just this morning, I was thinking, every time I post on a different social media channel, because I do post on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and sometimes it's different because for Instagram, we do more like behind the scenes, and we talk about being a small business. YouTube is more tutorial style. TikTok is very short and very informal. But I was thinking that for our premium friends, I will post everything that I post everywhere as well on the premium. But then I was like, is that too much? Do you guys want to see that much stuff and all the different facets of what we do? I try to show as much as I can. So I definitely will take your thoughts in consideration. Now I'm going to do the 3 Ethiopian opals at the bottom. I have some 26 gauge wire in front of me. So instead of running around and leaving you all to look for head pins, I will just make my little head pin here. So I'm going to turn a teeny tiny loop at the bottom with the very tip of my Lindstrom rounds, and then I'm going to also pinch it flat, not super flat, and just make sure that it is not overlapping. Okay, put it on. Karen, let me know your thoughts about the Ohana website, if what you'd like to see on it. So I have this. Look at the fire on that sucker. Oh my gosh. Like when it's moving at the bottom of the earring, can you see it? It's actually glowing. Opals need water, right? Wherever they grow. And so what you're seeing is a rainbow effect from the millions of years of the water that is accumulating and then the mineral deposits happening. So it has such a watery feel. It's not like a jasper, it's not like an agate. It's definitely, you know, different than pyrite because the way that the mineral, what minerals are there and how they form. So I think that opal, and that's why they will put them in water when you're like at a show to make the colors pop out even better, is so pretty. But you want to find opals that are pretty not only when you wet it. If you have to keep wetting it for it to be pretty, that is a tough thing. You know, that's more like hard. Okay. So, opal number 1. Ah, that's cute. Let's do 2 and 3, and let us see. Now, if you are interested in the opals, I can make a little special and share my opal stash. Ding, 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 ding. Right here. I can share some of those with you guys. Look, isn't that crazy? If you like. So just let me know. I can do that on the Ohana Premium for you guys. Put this on. Here's the second one. Jason is, those are Ethiopian. Jason is going to be doing a little bit on our bead jam. Is there anyone here who doesn't know what a bead jam is? Tell me, because we're going on probably 700 shows, and I know that some of you have heard the same things repeatedly. Some of you have never heard some things, but I can't tell who's who. So if you want to hear more about the bead jam, let me know, but it's tomorrow, and Jason is going to teach how to do a donut wrap. a donut wire wrap, a simple one so that you can attack using all your donuts. And for some of you in the premium, we sent you an extra donut in the mail so you would have something to do if you come to the Bead Jam. Okay. I have a whole bunch of friends over today. Guess what they're doing? I was like, oh, my stash is so huge that I asked them to call through it and start making goodie bags, so when we have orders, I can start putting more stuff as thank you gifts. Just turn this one. Is it possible to have too many beads? No, no. As long as you're not hoarding them. I don't believe in that saying, she who dies with the most beads wins. No. My goal is to have spread our beads far and wide. Okay, putting this last one on. And wrap. Pam, I'm so sorry if you cannot hear me. I cannot stop to type to you right now, but I can go back and check. I think we're having internet problems though, because I noticed that there's a lag in today's show as well. If anybody else had problems, let me know. Please do not be quiet. Tell me what kind of problems you experienced during our show, because that's the only way I can fix it. Okay. Thank you, Pam. So, tiny pearl, butterfly, heart with the conch shell, Ethiopian opal. I'm going to put this puppy in my ear and let us see. Okay, it's going in. Oh, let me change the camera. I have to stand up because I'm so short that every time I sit down and we turn the camera on, there's not much happening here. Okay. Okay, so here's the threader going in. Yes, the chain drags through your ear hole. And don't worry, it doesn't hurt. I test everything that we get, so I have very sensitive ear holes. So I know that it goes through. So I don't know, my hair, I don't know if it's menopause or hormones, but I noticed my hair is like so curly now. So instead of trying to straighten it, which I was trying to do, I gave up. I don't try to straighten my hair anymore. Put this in my other ear. If you're worrying about this falling out of your ear, you can put one of those little plastic doohickeys at the back. It's like a silicone rubber thing, and then that'll stop it and it won't come through. There are some of these threaders, like if there's a knot in the chain, don't try to pull it through. But some of the threaders do have chains that are too thick, where I couldn't get them in my ear hole. So those were a no, if you can't get the chain through your ear hole. And then you can hold it straight as you pull it through as well. Rather than dragging it like on a curve, I like to pull it through my ear hole straight front to back. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let me move my loads of excess hair away, and then you can pull it how you like. Oh, that turned out nice. I have one more to do. Maybe I'll just make one. I am totally into this boho style now of like draping myself in neck mess. We used to go with my hair mess, right? But just to have everything kind of match. That's the earring. If you need supplies, web chat or text us. If you need anything, don't forget, you can always reach out. The whole purpose of us coming out on the lives is to make sure you know that you have friends out here with us, you know, that we want to be with you. We want to make sure you feel like you have a community to hang out with and make stuff with. Okay, that was a very fun. A little bit over an hour. I'm going to finish my crystal necklaces. I'm going to put my crystal earring on in the other ear so you can see. So that's the crystal earring. That's a threader with the butterfly. Thank you very much. I look forward to Saturdays. I look forward to Saturdays from like the Tuesday prior. And I'm always like, what can we show? What can we teach? And how can we inspire? So if you have ideas of things you want to see, don't forget to reach out. Okay? Bye-bye. Aloha.